here we go. Okay. So just cleaning up a few things here. We are ready to get going. So we are going to be testing a few things today. Not just testing now. Okay. Sorry. A little technical difficulty there. Okay. So we're up and running. Alright, so this morning, I've been keeping an eye on Amazon right here. It's fixing to get going, and AMD looks like chaos right now. But I don't know exactly what it's planning on doing, but it's just completely chaotic. And market has just opened. I actually have a new bot that I call Pat that is this one actually draws lines and stuff on here, so I'm excited about that. The lines are important for spotting patterns, making sure things are going the right way, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're right. Amazon is good to go. Just about. I'm hoping it gives me a little bit of a... Oh, man, it's going to drop before. Wishing it would give me a little bit of a pullback here. 2, 1. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Now it might have a pullback up to there. Hopefully it won't kill us too much. Pull this down to a little bit above the white line there. And notice it's already hit the white line here. Because it's already done that, I can actually set my stop here at the yellow. It is 1 minute after the open. It's kind of holding here. Hoping that one actually does good. So, we're waiting on that. Okay, so we're at 1950. Yeah, the new bot actually spots certain types of candles, and it'll draw a short line on those, and those lines can actually, see that little line that shows up there? It also draws these blue lines, which can help, you know, spot some support and resistance. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is make sure I've secured some profit. You see that drop on that we just got? $66. We're going the right way. $51. I'm kind of just watching it. See, I want to take profit, you know, on this right here. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That is nice. I'm just kind of working with this a little bit. Now we've secured $61. It's up to 90. I'm going to go ahead and secure just a little more. Wait for it. Nope, and we're out. Okay, so that's a solid $63 profit. Not too bad on that one. Probably would actually do more. Um, it hasn't, see, I have two different things here. It's done another red line. This could be the bottom, might not be the bottom, but I don't really mess around much further on these unless I get a solid pullback. So right now what we have is a drop. You kind of look at this as a pullback. That's kind of where we got in before. But now I'd actually need it to pull back like up to this blue line in order to get a good drop again. Yeah, the lines on here are really important. You can see this line right here, you know, as Meta went up, this line here drew automatically right here. And you can see the stock kind of stalled out and stopped, showing that that's a resistance. The yellow lines are less important, but still important. So you can kind of see it went up and through another yellow to actually push the stock back down. So one of the things I'll look for with these lines is for it to pull back and bounce off of something, you know, so these lines give me more for the stock to actually bounce off of. And what you'll get is the stock ticking down, it'll bounce and then go back up. So right here you have it going up, this is ticking back, and we're seeing like this blue line right here is a bouncing point. So it comes up here and would bounce and go that direction. Obviously you can't say exactly what a stock is actually going to do, but you certainly can read it. We're just along for the ride. That's pretty much all it is. Kind of a little upset at AMD for throwing so many mixed signals right here at the beginning of the day, but I know this all looks a little bit complex. The only thing we actually have to worry about is, now right here you see the stock went down. This is a successful pullback to here and then a drop. This actually would have been a good read this morning had I not been up here on this one up here. Now Amazon's dropping. Like I said, we could have got more on that one, but when you're taking a trade like this, I only do so much on those without actual confirmation. Without a successful pullback, I can't really take those that much. Okay, so Neo's throwing an entry over here. You know, I'm kind of looking for both. The stock has been on this upside here and then done this up, whatever you call this thing, this little hook thing, and now is throwing a down entry. So one of the things that this stock is known for is psychotic reversal movement. So especially after a strong push like this, you can see it's thrown a blue line, so it's showing a support line here. So what we need to know is how far is it going to go that direction, or is it going to hold this downtrend that it's supposedly throwing. Okay, so Amazon has thrown a nice line down here. It's a good support line. That could actually hold. We could hop in on this trade. And it looks like AMD has thrown the same thing. Looking. Still watching. Now, one of the things is this down here, this is, you want it's either a reversal or a pullback. It's one or the other. You're not going to get a reversal this quick. So if it does do it, it's still going to be a fake one way or the other. But you can see right here, this, where it went up there and touched that, I like that movement right there. This is this could be a nice down right here. I'm actually going to clear this, put this to half instead, and I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Yeah, this is kind of a tough one here, although not too bad. Okay, so this one has a successful pullback on it, so that's one of the reasons why I went ahead and took that one. I want to come up here and secure some of that profit right there. I really didn't want to get kicked out that soon. Got a nice push down. $42.39. Go ahead and mop up on some of that. 2-1. Another pullback here. And we're just watching here. This one right here, look at this pullback right here. This could be a really good one there on Amazon. Just watching Neo. It is struggling a little bit, but it's kind of broke free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're about to find out. It's throwing another blue line. Those blue lines scare me a little bit because it can actually bounce off of those if it holds that blue line. This could be a nice pullback. Look, it's coming all the way back up here to this line right here. This could be a nice drop. And it's doing a nice dark green push on that too. That's really good. 3, 2, 1. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. You don't know. I mean, you can say you know, but you don't know. That's the biggest thing about stocks. You just don't know what something is going to do. And you've got to be completely open. See how this one's pulling up really strong and it threw a red line? Red lines are really strong hold. Look at that strong hold right there too. Both of those are really good. And this is actually pushed through that. That's good. It's bouncing back up there. I'm waiting for whatever. I'll do a nice push off that red line. Now what I need is for this one, you know, technically this has to come down here and bounce off of that first. Now this one's come up here and we're looking to see if it's going to bounce off of that. Just zooming out here on Neo a little bit. Neo looks like it's doing a nice pullback on this line, but you know it's already done one here and it kind of needs to throw another line. That's a tough one here. Felt like it already did its pullback. Now it's kind of hesitating. Yes, because it threw that red line, this is not a down anymore. If it does go down, breaks through this red line, we'll have it going the other way. Yep, there we go. Took a small position on this one, and we're just going to kind of see what it can do. Go ahead and pull some protection on this one here. Neo can jump around the other way and make you regret your decision. So I'm just watching for Neo to do that. Oh, we're getting a nice rejection up here. See, green line, nice rejection. This one could be green line, nice rejection. This is good, only it has the red line in the way. This one's not as good as this one up here. 6, 3. We're going to come down and make sure this one don't rob us again. Another push, $54, and we'll take it. Okay, that one was a nice little trade right there. This one is doing a pullback. It's still a little scary. It's kind of caught up in these lines. But it did throw a green line up here, and then it did a nice strong move down. So, yeah, this one broke through the red line. When it did that, those are good breaks. But Neo has these psychotic pullbacks, especially in the morning, and you don't know what they're going to do. And this right here is the break of the green line, which I told you these green lines are pretty strong. That's a pretty powerful break, but it could be like a false break. I'd like to see a push in volume, which you're not really going to get after this drop. So I think this is a pretend, more of a pretend break than anything. Okay, so you see this one's throwing another red line. So this one's kind of hopping above this blue line. Yeah, a little bit of chaos going on here. I wouldn't just kind of wait. Meta's holding at this red line here. We'll see what that does. Okay, so we're getting a push right here on this up to this line. Okay, so this is a hold. This right here is pushing above the green. Just waiting to see. That's 12 seconds. This could have a significant. Now you got one more here. This is really good. Here's the entry. This whole thing could be a gorgeous pullback on this. We are going to go ahead. Now what I'm doing right here is a little bit scary. I'm just going to tell you this one's scary. But we're going to tighten up the stop really good on this. And watch what happens. This one here. Hold this. Now the reason this one is so good is because of this crazy pullback right there. I just want it to commit. You know, this one making the stop really tight. Come on, man. There's 27. Just want it to commit. Come on, commit. Didn't commit. Okay, it's a little bit money there, not much. I still think it's going to commit, but I did not want that one to turn into a regretful trade. This one is, it's doing a pullback here, but like I said, Neo just does these crazy pullback things that it's hard to believe or trust or whatever. Things are a little chaotic, whatever this nonsense is going on here. Okay, so it looks like it's trying to hold here, and you notice it's got this green line here that we're working with or fighting. It's one of the reasons why I jumped out of it. Okay, so now AMD looks like it's trying to pull one going up. And keep in mind, AMD had the same thing with this little jump here. We could either be about to supercharge in the up direction, which looking at the SPY, everything has got quite a big push up here. Just waiting for that. Yeah, I have some extra lines on here. I'm not really a fan of them, but you know, I am testing, you know, a lot of stuff, so I have extra things on here so I can watch more of what's going on. Okay, so that one has gone ahead and thrown an entry. We're watching here. This one looks like a nice one to go up, but I've got a hold on this. Look at this one's kind of holding. This one's doing the same pullback to up here. So my confidence in this being an up trade because of this is wavering at best. This could be a good trade going up. Okay, look at this pullback right here. You see this? This is nice. I wish it hadn't have thrown this red line, honestly. But, so I'm going to keep my focus here on this pullback right here, which could be a really good drop. It's got nice steps down. This one, we're just going to keep an eye on this one. This is what I was talking about right here. This one holding to dropping. It's trying to push up through that, but that's probably not very real. It's probably not real. Okay, I'll show you why I don't think it's real. Look at this volume going way down. It's pushing up, but the volume is just ticking down, which means there's not a lot of confidence in what it's doing. So there's the dark candle we needed. That just kind of shows that it's given up. We're going to go ahead, waiting, 6. Go ahead and take this one, scary as it is. Now, like I said, I'm going to tighten up the stop on this one a lot. You never know. Man, I don't want to put that there. It's just ugly. Gone. Be a $66 loss on that one if it goes wrong. This one did throw another entry over here. 21. This one is throwing another entry. Still waiting on this one to actually be serious. Another dark green candle. You know, that's good and bad news. Tightening that up a little more. Good and bad news. You want it to do that, but it's showing more and more interest in the up direction. That's what it's doing. Okay, this one over here, we have a double on this one. We're actually going to watch this one pretty close. Tighten up the stop here. I mean, yes, I still believe Neo is a down. You know, this is going to be a stronger pullback. It's going to be a better down than it was. You know, I thought it would have done it with this little push-up right here, but didn't. Ugh. Oh my word. That's just annoying. Yeah, so, yeah, I definitely took this one again, for sure. Probably not all that great. It did come up here through this line. It's got a green line. Both of those are really good. We have a nice red line down here to target. This one's still holding. I mean, I think I could be in that one. Yeah, I mean, that's the, whatever you call that, the bummer behind stock trading a lot of times. Um, I think every day I feel a little bit of that. See, there's a red line right there. Now it's going to come up. It's obnoxious. That right there is the reason why I do not like stock trading. That is the reason. Yeah, I mean, I just gotta wait now for that. Just got to wait. This could be a successful pullback. It's got all these red lines in the way, which is just annoying. You know, Neo's got all this support underneath. Red lines all the way down here. It's just... No, I mean, Neo's still holding that. You got green and red, both. It doesn't know what to do. It's all trapped. It is walking up this kind of a bullish ladder here, climbing up, trying to go up. Just like this one's kind of working its way up too. I don't know. AMD's a little underpriced. It could be trying to get its way up. I mean, this right here looks like a pullback and then a bounce right there. But I'd need it to break this red line first, and I'd be happier if it broke through, this line up here. Yeah, I see it. This is kind of a pullback to up here. That's what that is. This is an up, and then this is a pullback and hold, and then here's your drop. But it's not really clear enough. This one's doing the same thing. Up, pull back to here. Now what do we got? Another drop. But you still have this line in the way. Could be about to clobber it. But those lines being in the way just mean you're not going to get good drops here and there. Just... Okay, so you see this did a double, and this one did that, but the lines are so strong, it can get trapped. This one right here, though, I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to reduce, and I want to take this one right here. Basically what I did is kind of reduce a smaller position size on this one. It's not quite as much. Whoopsie. Oh, dear. Wasn't very nice. What I'm doing is kind of reducing to a smaller position size just because of the weirdness of what's going on. But I kind of reduced that a little smaller. I still would like to get a run on it, but it's not as solid as what I'd like. So, or I'm not as confident, but I still would like to get in on it if it does go that direction. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so this has a breakthrough and then a hold, and then it's coming back down. It's breaking through this line here. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Yep. It's not going to hold it, is it? Nope. There we go. Clean me out. See, these are tough. My stop was set at $10, and it almost took almost $40 when it went through there. Not cool. Not cool at all. Kind of backing out so that I can see little clearer patterns here. Yep. I'm getting close to end time on this. What that's actually going to look like. Yeah, I see this entry up here. You know, it's looking at this, it's just like non-stop pressure here. And then throwing some kind of down entry. That one's trying to do the same thing. I don't know. This one just kicking out a red line right there. Right now I could use a successful pullback. Is really what I'd prefer. Yeah, this one is a nice trade, but look at it's happening right above the VWAP line, which means, you know, the VWAP is pretty strong, so it could cause a reversal on this to happen. The VWAP is kind of like average price almost, not entirely, but it's kind of like that. So you can see it, the price went way up and then come back down here. A bunch of people can buy it right there to get a spike out of it, and you kind of have some sort of a uptrend going on. It's not terribly down yet. So see it throwing a blue line. That's not healthy. You can see Neo gets trapped in this box here, double red line, just get trapped in it. Same thing goes for Meta. Looks like Meta is coming down here not knowing what to do, but is holding kind of at this line. I'd be more apt to believe that Jade was gonna throw an entry here. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, now see what I mean about this right here? This was the entry. Now it's doing this crazy pullback, which is actually okay. This is a blue line, so it's not as strong as the red ones. This is doing some kind of pullback on this. This one here, Neo's still trapped over here. Pull that one out so you guys can see that one. Yeah, I just want something clean. I want to see something as clear as day. I need a nice, clear as day move. Now here you go up. This is clearly a break. And this could be the pullback right there. But like I said, the VWAP is fairly strong. That's kind of a stop out right there. Now we got that fall. This is good. VWAP still strong. See this one going down? Yeah, right. Whatever. This one, forget that VWAP right there is a strong line. It holds a lot of weight. Not always, but it can, so you just want to make sure. And there you go. That's a little bit better break on there. You can see it bounced off of it, come back down for a break. It's more likely to actually hold that on that. So, 2-1. Bit of a pullback here. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. If we get much of a rise out of that, I might take a second entry. Notice I took a half a position instead of a whole one. Waiting patiently. Or I should say impatiently, obviously. Yeah, that white line still holds some weight, so I'm not terribly excited about that. I'm thinking if it goes much further up there, sometimes it just won't go. You can see Neo over here. It's stock trading can be a little worse than fishing. If you've ever been fishing before, sometimes the weight is just relentless. You like it when it just makes its move and does what it's supposed to do. Obviously, we'd all like that, wouldn't we? See, this thing's kind of eyeballing the low of the day right now. So I'm kind of a little bit less than that. See that push right there? That's obnoxious behavior out of it, It's like it wants to, but then it's holding really strong, and that's... I need it to go. And there we go. Another annoying move this morning. It's not much more to do. everything's a little bit trapped. It does look a little obnoxious. So, yeah, I know. I see that for sure. Yeah, it would be nice to believe. That we were going to get something sooner or later, but we'll see a lot. I mean, the SPY's just doing that little back and forth thing. I don't know. Meta's obviously trapped in something, and Neo's trapped. And, you know, AMD's got more lines than Amazon does look like it's trying. Yeah, it's funny how they can get trapped into something, you know? Yeah, I'd say Neo over here is held, you know, pretty tightly in this box here. It does look like it's trying to push up out of it, but with this much down pressure, this could sink it. AMD's trying the same thing. See that hold? What in the world is this right here? What is that? What is going on there? Everything just seems kind of stale, even though
the light bulb just went out.
the lamp isn't plugged in. So put the light bulb in. Okay, so this is a clean rejection here. I'm gonna go ahead and sadly take this one. I am gonna watch this one a little closer. Right above here. Yeah, I don't know why that or where that jump actually came from. You can't really decide to tell. And just because you have your stop there and it says that's all you're going to take, does not mean that's all it's going to take. There's a nice rejection on that. Going back to that green line, you gotta be kidding me. Green line's gonna actually hold power. Now you want to get a good entry, obviously, on a much longer move, but sometimes nurturing the longer moves can be expensive. There you go, see? Man.
Yeah, I think so.
This kind of behavior, you can see how it's wanting to get trapped in here again. It's like something to be free. Okay, there we go again. This one did do a successful bounce off of there. It's really good. Yeah, I would say this one was a little bit better trade right now on the downside. Now what you have here, this is the bounce. It goes down, touch, up, and then down. This could be an ABCD. You know, if you trade that kind of thing, it's very similar to that. But I look for stuff a little bit more solid. Not that the ABCD isn't a good trade, because it is good. It is good. Now my expectation here, this is the low, right there. My expectation is more down here, but it could be better than that. This is pretend like it's found the last bottom it'll ever find. That's what it does. I don't know. This could be the bottom of it. It could be showing that it's gonna do a bounce, you know. So I don't know. It's trying to form a green line. Very annoying. It doesn't know what to do, which we're very aware of already. Doing a double green line. This is obviously ever. So I went ahead and bounded out of that one. This is showing powerful lines for a reversal, even though I don't know. It's a rough day. Look at that. a lot of times you get the drop you wanted. Look at that drop. You get the drop you wanted because everybody did the same thing. They were like, this looks like a reversal, and they all did the same thing as you did. They all kick out at the same time, which gets the drop that you were wanting. It's interesting monitoring like human behavior on that. Yeah, it's over time. I was just watching a few more things here. You notice this is still working its way down, and this one is working its way up. You know. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today. Go ahead and sign off here.